bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. West LA, that where you find me though.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Gain of 1.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. Finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Justin Tucker lining up for the
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
3-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play. 2nd and
10.
At the 37-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanya complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They go back to the ground with Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Packers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was tackled.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Rodgers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Montez Sweat in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Packers nothing.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
10 at the 45.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here we go. Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. I got you, boy.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Beyond for the field goal, a 52-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And down to the 11. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 64 yards.
64 yards.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use... And and 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds an opening past the 40. The open man is Smith as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Rip left, rip left. So Mike's number one. We own it. We own it.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And again it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Good. Crosby with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 28, Packers 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Aaron Jones.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
Watch one. Right here. Mike one. Check. So Mike,
From the gun, Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Run the mic. Watch the call.
To throw again. Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
48 for Mike. What we do? Twist. Hey, alert 48. Hey, Green, let's go.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Green,
now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through.
Makes the score.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35.
Woo!
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown, 91 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the Ravens, 34.
2nd and 11 now. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montez Sweat getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Jump out.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 31-yard line.
Come get some.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath.
Rodgers
5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
brings up.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. First down and much more here for Jones. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Packers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Ravens 42. Packers.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Oh, yeah! A big loss on the play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, pick 26. When's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. You got nothing with it. You got nothing.
From the gun, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Incomplete.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Steps away to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loaded in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown, 87 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
So Maxim, get 300. Get 300.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
A loss of 12 brings up third down.
319. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. It's caught. Jones breaks through the contact. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. It's a big play for the Pack on third. 41 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, Mike.
Back back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
From the gun, it's Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.